Welcome to McCamey Farm and Outdoors. Coming to you today over here in the wood yard. We're working on some bundled firewood, and something that we're going to try to do this year. But before we can sell anything or bundle anything, we're going to have some that's seasoned and ready to bundle. So first step in that is getting some wood split up into nice bundle grade firewood, and then get it out here and get it seasoning. So not sure exactly yet which direction I'm going to go, whether it be bagged firewood or actual shrink wrapped bundles. Right now I'm kind of leaning toward the shrink wrap bundles, just because you can do a little bit more with your branding, as far as, you know, adding your logo or your paperwork, and give the customers a little bit more information about, you know, what you're selling. Don't know if I would be doing a roadside stand or not. We're kind of out a little bit rural in the county, so there's a lot of traffic, but I don't know that there's enough traffic to justify having a roadside stand. But I've got some potential customers in the area that I'm going to go to and see if they'd be interested in letting me set up a stand. So we're about 15 minutes from Windrock Off-Road Park, which is probably one of the top 2 ATV parks in the country, especially on the East Coast side. It's one of the most desirable ones that people like to visit year-round. So it's getting into that season where there's a lot of people that camp. They've got a lot of cabins. A lot of people travel here from out of state and stay the weekend, and that's a market that I really want to try to capture in this area. I'm more interested in kind of value-added firewood. I'm not really interested in selling bulk firewood, just because around here it seems like it's hit or miss, and there's a lot of people that sell firewood that's just, in my opinion, it's too cheap. I mean, there's no way that I would go through what you go through to cut it, process it, sell it for what they sell it for. So I myself am more interested in value-added firewood. So that's what we're going to work on today. So stay with us. Let's do a little bit of splitting and see if we can get some stuff ready to wrap up in bundles and sell. Interested in splitting some wood? No? Alright, thanks anyway. this next piece I'm going to split. I'd like to get your all's input on whether or not you think it's poplar or ash. It's kind of up in the air between if it's a tulip poplar or possibly an ash tree, and I'll put a picture of the bark in here, because at first glance when I looked at it I thought for sure it was an ash tree, but then once I cut the round out and kind of look at it, it had a pretty distinct green streak to it. So I've got this piece right here that I brought over left to split up, so I want to split it up and let you all kind of look at it and tell me what you think. So see what y'all think when we get it split here. Looking at it, let me know what y'all think. It's not as distinctive as a green as it was when I first split the round. Alright, so here's kind of what it looks like after I got it split. So after it's split, this piece doesn't, you can kind of see there a little bit where it's kind of wet, but I mean, it's very, very light, very, very dry. So kind of let me know what y'all think. Either which way, I'm going to put this in there and sell as bundle wood. So splits really well. It's dry, very lightweight. So like I said though, let me know in the comments what you all think this is. Like I said, as soon as I cut the round over there, you know, and it was pretty wet when I cut it, it looked really green. Now that I get it split out here and kind of looking at it, it's got more of a golden color to it. But like I said, I've not really dealt with ash very much. So by looking at the bark, it looked like ash. All I'm going off of is kind of the green tint in the wood. So please let me know what you think, ash or poplar. I appreciate it. Alright, that's got us a good start on our bundled wood here. Probably got right at half of a face cord between what we've got in there and kind of my stuff that I didn't think was good quality enough, that had some knots in it and some different things. So put it over here for regular firewood. But yeah, it takes a little bit longer, of course, when you're splitting the smaller stuff like this. So but the Oregon wood splitter, it does good, especially for bundled stuff like this. And like I said, I'm not really too worried about production or anything like that. I'm more about trying to work on value added firewood. So so this works just fine for me. So while I was over here, I also got some all this oak that I had. Got all of it stacked up here. So got it up off the ground and got got it up where it's not going to get wet, or the cows aren't going to get in here and stomp all over it. So, but yeah, been a pretty good evening over here in the wood yard. So, of course, it's raining outside, but it's one thing. I'm very fortunate enough to have this covered where I can get in here and work even when it rains. So, got outside, got a little bit of something done, and started working on the bundled firewood. So I think that's going to wrap it up for today. I appreciate you sticking around with me, and if you would, hit that subscribe button, like this video if you enjoy this content, and we'll catch you on the next one.